You guys, I'm on a solo mission. Just finished my workout and my mother-in-law called to get me because there's a snake in this forest and I only hear her calling my name. Oh, here we go. Oh, one moment. Okay, you guys, I did not expect this, but this is a pit viper, a huge one. And I ran from my ATV without my equipment, thinking, I'm gonna lose my sandals, thinking that it was gonna be nothing, but it is something. Okay, this is gonna be fun because all I have is this little bag and it's a pretty good sized snake. Wish me luck. In case I somehow miss out on this animal, I want you guys to see it. It's right there. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys, I got it. Wow. There it is, you guys. Took a couple strikes at me. Wasn't expecting that. It was acting super docile, very unpredictable. Huge fangs I saw. All right, let's get it back to the house. That is the best way I've ever been interrupted with my workout ever in my whole life. And I've been to the gym a lot. Okay.
เนี่ยไปเอามีดสั้นขี้เอาไม้ขึ้นอยู่ไหนตัวนี้เอาเศษเข้มาหักหุ่นมดหรือเอาเสียมีดเข้เขาไปโผล่งูอันนี้แหละเบ้ออันนี้แหละมันการติดตัวนะ
Okay, so Apple's mom was in that forest picking. Can I see the mushroom?
โชว์พี่แดนดู
Show.
ตัวนั่นเลยตัวนี้
So she was picking mushrooms like this, and I want to know where was the snake, where the mushroom was when she found it. Where was the snake?
Close to that mushroom. She used her knife.
Like where? Point.
งูมันอยู่ไกลสัก
อยู่ในเห็ดอันนี้อยู่ในนี้
Wow.
Yes. And she didn't use that long stick. She used
แม่เอามืออันนี้ละมีดอันนั้นซ้ำนี้แหละซ้ำนี้แหละกุด
Oh, be careful.
Yeah.
กุดเธอสองเธอสามกุดมันเลย มันละตีนุ้ยโอ้โหแม่งกระซักกระดองเลย
You guys, these people have to be so careful. They love mushrooms here. It is when it's mushroom season, when the rain, which is exactly the time it is now because we're getting rain almost every single day. And she was just rooting around in those leaves with her hand, just inches away from that snake, and is so cryptic you can't see it. I don't know if the video caught the strike when I finally picked it up and kind of disturbed it. It struck out at me. Big mouth, big bite, big fangs, and quite toxic. So luckily there were no accidents this morning, but I'm really excited myself. That's only the second one that I've seen out here, and that is big. It's got to be a girl, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that animal. Might have to do something in secret and not let Apple know. So very exciting morning with that pit viper. That was quite pleasant for me. That was a lot of fun. Pretty exciting stuff. Wanted to bring you guys up to speed on the land. They've already moved the house. They have basically just left a bunch of garbage. It looks like a war zone in here. But they moved all of the wood, all the structure. They're repurposing all of that wood. It is somewhat valuable here. Old wood especially, the older it is, the better quality it is. So they have moved all of that stuff like way over there, and the people that helped break this place down are now helping build it back up in another location. So then we had one of the uncles. Everybody's an uncle here, everyone's related. But we went through and we marked the trees that we wanted to keep by tying this red string onto all the tree trunks. So we're keeping that one, we're keeping that one, and just some of the ones that we wanted to keep that are either bearing fruit or providing a lot of shade or in a nice strategic location. We're keeping those trees, and some of the other trees that were either problematic or just didn't really serve so much of a purpose, we took down. Our neighbors here on this piece of land, they asked us very nicely if we would consider cutting down some of the trees where the branches were like overhanging onto their house, their structure. Now they don't live here, they live in Bangkok, I believe. So there's pretty much almost nobody, almost never is anyone here. But we oblige. We don't want any issues. We want everyone to be happy here. So we cut down, or we instructed our family members to cut the trees down. So unfortunately, this big tree was cut down, and they're not working today because they're helping build that lady's house. So we also had them do some stuff to the front here, trying to get like a vision of what some ideas and things of what I want to have done. So what I'm thinking is a parking area basically where I'm standing. So over here in this corner would be the entrance into the parking lot, and then over here that would be the exit of the parking lot. And then I do have some crazy ideas that I'm not going to talk about right now, because as you guys can probably figure out, I like to work in silence. I don't like to run my mouth and talk about all these things that I'm going to do. I like to just do things and then show you guys when they're done. So I do have some crazy ideas. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to go ahead and implement those or not. I probably will, knowing me, because it is actually a lot more fun and exciting than I expected. When you have stuff built out here, having construction done, having things built, it's a lot of fun to see like the completed project. And materials are not expensive here. Labor is really cheap here. So there's no building codes, there's no zoning, there's no property tax, there's no insurance requirements. It's just, you just kind of do whatever you want. So I'm thinking some type of structure here. I'm not going to let too much out. and something interesting in the back behind it. So that is pretty much what's going on with the land. We have been busy doing some handling some legal type stuff, things that pertain to me as a foreigner living here in Thailand. So let's go talk about that for a minute. And yeah, good stuff. We've been busy. All right, so I don't have any idea how many of you guys are familiar with moving to Thailand and being an expat and a foreigner in this country. However, in order for me to renew my retirement visa, I have to have a bank account with about 26,000 US dollars in it. The bank account has to be in my name only, and in order for the bank to issue a foreigner a bank account, you usually have to go through a few steps. Now, I could have gone to one of the less reliable banks and gotten a bank account. Those are the ones that you hear about on the news. The scandals where your money disappears and all that kind of thing. And I did not want to put that amount of money in one of those banks. So I did it the right way. We had some documents issued at the US Embassy in Bangkok, our last trip through there. We also then had some documents translated and then certified by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And we brought those documents to our local Ampur office and we were successful. I got a yellow house book. This is basically stating that I live at this address. And it wasn't an easy process. I know a lot of foreigners have this, but there's a whole lot of foreigners that do not. This was tricky. But anyway, I did get it. I have a yellow house book. With that came a Thai ID card. It is pink, but the foreigners get a pink color ID card. And so I have a national Thai ID number on here, some formal government ID number, fingerprinted and photographed, and so I'm in the system. So this basically serves the purpose of the yellow house book when I go around and I need to, if I have to ever like finance a car, which I won't, but if I ever have to do anything like that, I can use this card as well as the yellow house book, and it will all help me get through the system. Once we did that, I ended up getting my bank account and ATM card, which was great, and I've already deposited the money, so I'm set. I don't have anything to worry about. Now, if you guys watched the previous video where I won the lottery, I played the last 3 digits on this card because that's where you get your numbers from, right? Weird places, weird things. This is my new Thai ID number, so I played those last 3 digits of that number, and guess what? I won 10,000 baht. That's about $325. So again, not a lot of money by everyone's standards, but here in Thailand, that's a lot of money. 10,000 baht goes a very long way. So this is going in my pocket, you guys. I don't know what I'm going to use it on, but it's going in there anyway. And that is pretty much what we're up to. We've been quite busy. The land is across the street there. I showed you guys that. And we have a lot of stuff going on, and it's a lot of fun. Being a retiree out here is very slow. Apple and I take it easy every day, little adventures every day and that sort of thing, and just chilling. Everything is really nice out here. We are in the middle of a 3rd wave of the pandemic. There are a lot of lockdowns and travel restrictions around, but out here there's really nothing going on. We're away from people. This village is pretty secluded and everyone's all good out here, so we don't really feel it at all. So with that, today was a really good day. Started with that pit viper and it just kind of moved on from there. So I wanted to take the opportunity to show you guys what we're up to, and that is about it. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all your support, and we will see you in the next video. Take care, you guys.